Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Today we will study the very important topic of your chapter number 1. The name of the topic is iron, and that topic is present on your textbook on page number 24. So today we discuss the ions and the types of ions. So before discussing the ion, first of all we will discuss the neutral nature of the atom. As you know very well that the number of electron are always equal to the number of proton. For that reason, an atom is a neutral particle, that is, it carry no charge. Now, what is ion? When an atom lose electron or it gain electron, it acquire a charge, and that charged particle is known as ion. We have two types of ions, cations and anions. So first of all, we discuss the cations in detail. That is, how you will define the cations. An atom, when lost electron, it acquire a positive charge on it. That positively charged ion is known as cation. For example, we have two simple examples. In the case of sodium, when it carry no charge, that is, sodium is now in the form of an atom. At that time, it carry no charge because the number of electrons, that is 11 electrons, are present in the sodium, 11 protons are present in the sodium. As a result, sodium carry no charge at that time. But when sodium lost an electron during a chemical reaction, it will carry the positive charge on it, and that positively charged ion is known as cation. You can see that before the reaction, the sodium atom contain 11 electron and 11 proton. But by the loss of an electron from the sodium, the number of electrons, they become less as compared to proton. In this case, you can observe that one proton is more than the number of electron. For that reason, for that surplus electron in the sodium ion, for that reason, the sodium now carry positive charge on it. Similarly, in the second example, we have magnesium atom, and in magnesium atom have 12 electron and 12 proton. As a result, magnesium is present in the atomic form, that is, it carry no charge. But when magnesium lost 2 electron, it acquire a charge on it, and that charge, positively charged particle, is known as cation. Before the reaction, magnesium contained 12 electron, 12 proton, no charge. But after the reaction, when 2 electrons are lost from the magnesium atom, there is the disturbance in the number of electrons and proton, which you can see very easily. That is, 12 minus 2 will give you 10 electron. The number of protons, they remains the same, that the 12 proton are present before the reaction and 12 protons are present after the reaction. Now you can observe that 2 electrons are less than the number of proton. So 2 proton are more than the number of electron. For that reason, by the loss of 2 electron from magnesium, it acquire plus 2 charge. These 2 electrons, they are lost from the reaction. In the book, we have a very clear diagram, that is, this is the neutral atom. By the loss of electron, it form cation or positively charged particle. So we discuss the formation of two cations, that is sodium, how the sodium ions, they are formed by the loss of one electron. How magnesium ion are formed? Magnesium ion is formed by the loss of 2 electron. When 1 electron is lost, the ion carry positive 1 charge. When 2 electrons are lost by an atom, the cation carry positive 2 charge. Now we will discuss the anion in detail, that what are anions. As you can see that an atom is a neutral particle, but sometime an atom gain electron during a chemical reaction. By the gain of electron, an atom acquire negative charge on it. This negatively charged ion is known as anion. How you will define anion? That when an atom gain electron, it acquire a negative charge on it. That negatively charged particle is known as anion. We can explain our definition with the help of some example. You can see that here we have fluorine. Fluorine is now in the form of an atom, that is, you can see that it carry no charge. Why it carry no charge? Because fluorine contain 9 electron and 9 proton before the reaction. But when fluorine gain 1 electron, it carry negative 1 charge, that is, it form an ion. How we explain that the formation of that negative ion? That is, before the reaction 9 electrons are present, 9 protons are present, but after the reaction 9 plus 1 electron will give you 10 electron. Now you can observe that there is the disturbance in the number of electrons and proton, or you can say that the balance between the electron and protons are now disturbed. How it acquired the negative charge? You can see that there is an extra electron than the proton is present. For that reason, fluorine, by the gain of 1 electron, acquire negative 1 charge. Similarly, here we have oxygen, and that oxygen is present in the atomic form. You can see that it carry no charge. Why it carry no charge? Because oxygen carry 8 electron and 8 proton. So for that reason, oxygen carry no charge, that is, oxygen is now in the atomic form. When oxygen gain 2 electron, it acquire minus 2 charge on it. We can explain the formation of that oxide ion by calculating the number of electrons and proton. You can see that in the atomic form, oxygen contain 8 electron. When that 8 electron, they are added with the 2 surplus electron, the number of electron now become 10. That is 8 plus 2, 10 electron. The number of proton before and after the reactions, they are the same. Now one thing is very important to note, that here again you can observe the disturbance in the number of electrons and protons. You can see that the 2 electrons, they are more than the number of proton. For that reason, the oxide ion, this is oxide ion, and now it carry minus 2 charge. So oxygen atom, by the gain of 2 electron, will give you an ion, and that anion is also known as oxide. This is fluoride ion and this is oxide ion. Similarly, you have the diagram in the book, that is, a neutral atom by the gain of electron will give you an ion. So this diagram explain you the formation of cations and anions. Anions are formed by the loss of electron. Anions are formed by the gain of electron.